Hello, citizens of the planet. Welcome back to Monday Musings with Larry Lelli. And this week's musing is about a concert, a show that I performed at Radio City recently, Radio City Music Hall here in New York City. And it was a fairly decent-sized orchestra, and I was hired to play drums on it. And this is another kind of musing about how you just have to kind of go with the flow sometimes and make the best out of whatever situation you are presented with so that the show is put on without a hitch and everybody's happy. And this was kind of one of those. Because of what's happening at Radio City Music Hall these days with regards to the orchestra pit, they rarely have any live drum sounds that come out of the orchestra pit anymore because they've made the switch to all electronic drums and percussion instruments in the Radio City shows, which is very upsetting from our point of view, from the player's point of view. But they like that because they have infinite control over every single sound, since there's nothing acoustic actually happening. Everything is just digital sound. So I was informed that I was going to be using the electronic drums on this particular gig, and which was sad because it was a huge range of different kind of styles that I was going to have to be playing, and the orchestrator was so specific with the sounds that he wanted. We had communications about the specific symbols that I was going to be bringing to the event, which were all had to be thrown out the window when management informed him and all of us that they would not be allowing any acoustic drums in the pit. So we had to just make the best out of it, you know, and so he didn't get exactly the sounds that he was looking for, because electronic drums simply can't do what acoustic drums and cymbals can do. But we made the best of it and had fun and still had a good time, and the show went on. So it's just another example of how you kind of have to roll with it sometimes, and just we don't always have total artistic say in the gigs that we receive as professional musicians, and just have to make the best of whatever situation comes along and still play great music. So that's this week's musing. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week.